Good morning, everybody. It is day 18. Very pretty out here this morning. It's about 5:30. Finishing up coffee. And should be hitting the road here pretty quick. It's going to be a lot of climbing today. Let's see what happens. Okay, so getting ready to head out now. It's getting beautiful out already. Southern California, go figure. So, one thing I wanted to mention right before I took off though was that snowy mountain I've been talking about is right there. We're on the side of it now. So I don't know if we're going to circle back around and go over towards it or what, but I guess we'll find out. That's the river we were at yesterday. I think it was down in there somewhere. And then again, that's the mountain we climbed around. I think we came around that side of it and down that ridge and then down that ridge and into the valley. Yeah, awfully pretty out here. So I'm gonna hit the road. There's a lot of water. We crossed Mission Creek, I think it is. We crossed it like 20 times. Erica, the mother of that family, was saying yesterday when I met them down the river. So lots of water today. I'm definitely gonna be shaving today. I'm getting all sorts of scruffy and hairy and I don't like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road and start heading up this ridge. Made it down to Mission Creek. Only like 2 miles in or so, but I only had enough water to make 1 cup of coffee this morning, so I'm using my little Z seat as a windshield here. Making myself a cup of coffee. Woo. Wind gets a little crazy down here. Oh, here we go. But should be pretty good. Water's a little bit more algae than the other stuff was, but it doesn't taste bad, and I filtered it up anyway, so should be fine. I'm gonna have this cup of coffee real quick and hit the road. This whole river area is a really confusing section of trail. It keeps zigzagging through this riverbed, and we're in the middle of this gully, so there's really nowhere to go. It's hard to get lost, but this trail is just all over the place. It's hard to tell where it crosses and where it's cutting in and out. So, thank God for the Gut Hooks app, because that thing's leading me right back to it every time. Still climbing, still along the river. It's right over there. Look at this cool spot, huh? River flowing, we just head across again right over here. Yeah, pretty incredible looking rock face. It's about 10:45. I think I passed that family like maybe an hour and a half, almost 2 hours ago. Gonna go ahead and stop. I found this nice spot next to the river for lunch. I think that's probably a good idea. I'm getting pretty hungry. And it's in the shade and feels good over here. So, nice shady spot next to the river. I'm about 7 miles into the day, so probably gonna end up getting 14, 15 again today. It's been rough with all of the crossing this river and getting lost and crawling through bushes, and this has been a rough section of trail. There's not like a constant trail because it's pretty much in the middle of this dried up, half dried up riverbed. So it's been just all over the place, which is, I mean, fine, but it's slow going. So I think that family's going to be having a hard time today. It's going to be definitely a slow going day for them too. So I'm going to have some lunch. I'm getting hungry. About noon now. That family just passed me up again. They're trying to talk me into camping with them. At least a couple of the kids were, I think. Shaved, feels very nice. I'm all modern and fancy. But yeah, ate some food, had another my lunch cup of coffee, got water all set up. So I'm gonna head out. I think it's another 5 miles or so to the end of this track where it's on the water, and then I'm gonna check out to see how far it is to the next water after that, make a decision about the day. It's only noon, so I'm gonna at least walk for the next 4, maybe 5 hours. So yeah, I think it's time to hit the road. Pretty cool spot right here. Canyon really narrows. This has got to be like the 20th something time I've crossed this stream today. Not a bad walk though. Passed that family up right after lunch. Walked with them for a little bit. They're really nice people. I don't know if I'm gonna hold back and try to camp with them tonight. I'm sort of a lone camper. I like to get up early, and I don't want to have to cross this thing. I don't want to have to tiptoe around while I'm packing up my stuff at like 5 in the morning. I don't think they get up that early. They might, but I don't think so. We're going up that way. But yeah, so there's a campsite in like 9 more miles. I think that's the one I'm gonna go for. I think they were going for one in like 6 or something. It's like the last water for like 16 miles or something like that. So probably camp there, get the miles done for tonight. I think that'll put me at like 16 or 17 miles for today. Should only put me a few days out of Big Bear, which is, I'm pretty surprised. I expected it to take another couple of days, but maybe, maybe not. We'll see. It's gonna keep climbing for a while, so. To the top. Hey, so it's about 4:15 or so. Just about 3.5 miles out of a camp. The stream's getting pretty low. Yeah, at least it's still running. People are saying it's still running up there too, so it should be okay. I think it's only gonna be like a 14 something mile day today, but that's okay because I got lost probably at least a dozen times. Well, maybe a good half dozen, if not more. Yeah, that was a heck of a climb up through here, crawling through bushes and stuff, got all scraped up and whatnot. But it should be a good night. I'm starving, so I'm gonna eat like a little piglet tonight. It's gonna be good. Yeah, this is a cool little camp I'm at right here, but it's not far enough. Oh, maybe you can hear the stream down there. It's just trickling, but it's moving. There's plenty of water for me, so as long as it's trickling that much by the time I get up there, then everything will be fine. That family's still behind me. I haven't seen them in a few hours now. I think we might be going to the same spot, so I just have to find a spot a little off to the side by myself a little bit. I like to be by myself at night especially. So I'm gonna get up there. Getting pretty tired. I think it's time for some food. It's 6:30. Holy crap. Just been climbing and climbing and climbing and over these little ridges, these little pockets like this one right here I'm standing in. There's dozens of them. And it just keeps going up and up. Oh, it's beautiful up here, but whoa.
even if that family wasn't planning on camping at this spot, which I don't think they're gonna make it. That is a lot of climbing, and I hope they don't try that in the dark because it gets sort of sketchy up here. There's a couple of spots that are pretty sketchy, at least to do it in the dark. But yeah, even if they weren't camping here, I'd probably be stopping up here because, whew, I mean, it does show as the steepest incline for the longest or shortest number of miles on the entire map. Well, at least not the Southern California portion of the Guthooks app. So, yeah, lots of climbing. I'm hoping to be at camp here pretty soon. I'm starving, and I also hope I don't eat myself out of house and home. So let's go and see if that happens. So about 15 minutes later, if that. But I just wanted to sort of show you this crazy burned area. It's like it flashed through here so quickly it wasn't able to burn the trees up or something. I don't know. Or maybe this is what happens when they drop water on the forest fire. Honestly, I have no idea. It's just like all the bark is almost burned off of all these trees. All the way up the hill too, and all the way up that hill. Looks like that hill got missed in the distance. Yeah, it's sort of crazy looking. I can keep climbing this damn trail. Longest half mile of my life. Alright, 6:45, finally to camp. I could think of less pretty spots to camp. There's flowers everywhere. Tucked way down in this canyon too. All the trees are burnt, which is pretty sad. I bet you this was absolutely beautiful before it all burnt down. How big that one is. But yeah, so creek's right over there too, so that's nice. Man, I am thirsty and I am starving. I don't know if that family's gonna make it. There should be some more campsites right down the way that they can go camp at. But, whew, that was rough. That was really rough towards the end. Those last 3.5 just kicked you right in the teeth. They say, I looked at the elevation gain in between where I was at 3.5 and where I am now. It was only like 1,300 feet. And I was like, 1,300 feet. I should have realized it was gain 500, lose 300, gain 700, lose 200, all the way here. So, yeah, right in the teeth. But I am gonna go ahead and get set up so that I can just eat until I pass out. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.